Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode. Um, we're just gonna be mining out this area today to continue setting up the area for our XP bank. And yeah, oh, I forgot to pull up the YouTube. Are there any new comments? Nope. All right, that's good. All good. Let's need to grab some chests. We'll figure that out later. Actually, I'll grab some scaffolding so we can go up and down this area. Um, but I guess we can start off with the day update. I think today went pretty well. It was a bit hot when I woke up today. I still felt quite tired, and it was kind of hard to get myself motivated to keep working. But I did manage to lock in at around like 11:30, and got some work done before I was late to the business meeting that I was gonna have with my coworker on my game. My partner on my game, and did not have any scaffolding. I swear. I had scaffolding somewhere. Well, I guess we'll craft some. Is it this? This? There we go. But yeah, unfortunately I was a little bit late to that. But I made it there in the end. And so after I did that, and we reassigned different work that we needed to get done, and so I'm continuing to focus on making the game systems, reworking the mini games, and also setting up the inventory system in the game. So I think that's gonna go well. What else is there? I forgot to put the stone away. Whatever. And then what else did it? And then after the meeting, I worked on the game a little more. Before I went over to my siblings' place for dinner. There, we went out and got bento at a place in Cambridge. And it was okay. It was the chicken and eggplant. We got a chicken and a karage, so fried chicken. Rice bowl. I think the rice bowl itself was just okay. It wasn't great, but I think the at least the main part of the dish, so the eggplant and the fried chicken, was really good. Other than that, my game is set on track. The idle, deep sea idle game, Long Dives, is on track to be released in 6 days. So that's going to be good, I guess. If you search on Steam Long Dives, you'll be able to find it. There's a demo out. I'm currently working on fixes for that as well. Mainly rewriting all the text to get rid of the AI, kind of like the AI feel. And then reworking a lot of the UI and player experience to make it a bit more smooth when you're first starting the game. Because one of the points of feedback that I got was that it was too overwhelming at the beginning, especially with all the features and systems, which I'm gonna have to try and just like limit the kind of things the game gives you at the beginning, which is fair. It's a little nerve-wracking because I'm kind of showing the world, the internet, something I created, that I've spent time and hours thinking about different design decisions and loops and systems and interactions with each other. And so it's a little bit nerve-wracking that when people bash the thing that I spent time creating. But I think it's like one of those like artist things where you can either just be sad or mad about it, or just fix it and be better. So I think that's the path that I'm going with. Let's see. New cobblestone chest. Roll this way. Gravel. All right, we continue. But I think that is the main part, I guess. Either way, I plan on at least sticking with this my first game, the idle game, on like support and bug fixes, patch fixes, and maybe one or two content drops um by the end of the year, because I think it's like mostly done. There's a few systems I want to rework, but like full content wise, I think I don't really want to add anything else. Um, I know for sure I want to rework the market system, which I'm working on right now, and redoing a lot of the UI, uh, and maybe some of the animations. I think is the main things that I'm gonna work on, and then maybe if I get hit with like a bolt of inspiration, I'll potentially work on another system or two. But I think that's the plan for my idle game long dives, and yeah. Other than that, I guess on the other game front, that one's chugging along well. We're kind of scrambling to make it finish the store page. We submitted the store page yesterday. At night, right after I recorded the video, we and uploaded the video. There was a we got the message from Steam that our Steam store page was not Steam store, our Steam partner account got approved, so we locked in and filled out everything, made all the assets so that we could put it in for review, and hopefully that gets done before the next fest deadline so that we can register for that. And yeah, I think after this, I'm thinking like mentally that the plan is that by next week we'll have a playable prototype we can start sending to the players to play test and to see how the player experience and how the loop is, and if people actually enjoy it. And yeah, after we do that, and it'll just be lots of iteration and fleshing out the game and adding all these like smaller quality of life things until we hit next fest, which is our deadline to have at the very like most of like 60% of the game done with a I think even more, maybe like 80% of the game done with a demo, and then we finish the last 20% and get the game published by the end of October at latest. And then once again, a few months of support and patches and content before we move on to our next project. But yeah, that's the update. I'm also going to be watching what was it called? Let me get the name of the game, the movie rather. We're gonna watch It Ends, which is like a psychological horror movie. I don't know too much about it, but I don't know, I'm not great with horror, but I have two other people watching it with me, so surely it'll be fine. I expect myself to cover my ears, plug my ears, and cover my eyes a few times. It's just I just like my sibling told me to just who I'm going to be watching it with told me that it's only going to be psychological horror, so I should be fine. But that's still kind of scary. I might have to like get home from the movie, do my video, and like maybe watch some YouTube or read some manhwa to like flush the like scary thoughts out of my mind. Yeah, so that's happening. I think for the next week the schedule's gonna have to be put on hold. At least, yeah, because I feel I work best at like, and even with the schedule for trying the schedule for the like early waking up early schedule for a bit, I find I do so much better when I'm working at like 1 a.m. And so I'm thinking I'm probably gonna uh have like go to bed like 4 for the next few days, just so that I can lock in and make sure I can get everything I need to on time. Because nothing's worse than being late, I feel. Especially when you promise to do something, or like when you like tell someone like they're going to get something done by this time and you don't. I feel so bad. I feel like shit if I don't fulfill that. So, um, and I used to make a lot of excuses about that, but I'm learning to not make excuses, and I think I'm getting better at owning up to mistakes. Yeah, that's the update. Oop, it's becoming nighttime. Let's go to bed. Mm-mm. It's gonna be a lot of mining. I think just like 30 minutes of mining a day should be enough, maybe. I'm gonna need more chests for all this stone. Let's see. It's so like I feel my mind feels so full now all the time. I don't think I got it in me to like juggle many things at once anymore. You know? Is that just me? I feel like my ability to like multitask. Maybe it's less the fact that it's my ability to multitask, and it's more so that like the things that I'm trying to multitask require me to actually think. And so that's a little bit. I can't cruise as I used to anymore, because as someone with like probably undiagnosed ADHD, as a kid I was always like listen to music, play games, do homework, while also like watching YouTube. Well, maybe not watch YouTube and play music at the same time, but like watch YouTube slash play music while doing homework, while playing games. And I guess back then it was more like because each task was so like not taxing, and like I wasn't thinking as hard about each task, it didn't matter as much. And so it was easier or like doable to multitask. But now that each task needs my like full attention, I can't do that anymore, I guess. That's my theory, at least. It's something I've noticed. All right. Oh, it's getting quite full. We can probably find a little bit more. Pause it. All right. Make the scaffold up and then go down the hill. All right. Throw away the cobblestone. Throw away the rare resources, and then gravel and dirt. This chest. Gravel and dirt. There we go. I wonder if most people are more scared of like jump scare horror or psychological horror. Because I have a very vivid memory of watching. Oh, what was it? I think it was Silent Hill. I remember watching Silent Hill as a kid and being like so scared shitless of the like triangle head guy that like I could not. The scene where he's like just dragging his sword behind him. I think, or was that Resident Evil? I don't remember. Let's see. Triangle head. Pyramid head. What's Pyramid Head from? Yeah, Silent Hill. Okay. There's a scene in Silent Hill where Pyramid Head's dragging his big ass sword behind him, and that like scared the crap out of me. And I was like lying in bed like shitting myself. But I was like my first real exposure of like having a nightmare. I guess I didn't really have the nightmare when I slept, but like just before that was like terrifying. But yeah. Ever since then, every time I watch something scary or my mind starts to think about something scary, I simply either watch YouTube to forget about it or read like my goofy isekai power fantasy manhwa and then completely forget about the movie that way. I think the last horror movie I've properly watched was Hereditary. I don't know. That was kind of scary because there was a scene where you can see the like monster in the corner of your eye. Ugh, that was scary because like you see it before it jumped, like the character does, and you're like your eyes go and you're like, ah shit, they're about to be cooked. Although, yeah, and that and like bodily like body horror, I can't like when I see something crawling like under a person's skin. Ugh, goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about it. Or like someone like that kind of stuff, or like monster like tearing a human apart. Ugh, horrible. I hate it. There was, what was The Audition? The film, like I think it's Japanese. The Japanese film, The Audition. The final scene. I'm not gonna spoil it. The final scene. If you know about it, you'll know what I'm talking about. The final scene. Oh my gosh, that was, I could not watch that like with normally. I had to like do the classic strat of putting your hand over your face and like cracking open like a tiny sliver of between your fingers so you can see the screen, like just barely see the screen. Hated that. Or the horror movies I watched recently. I don't think anything else. Oh, that was the line. Audition was more recent than Hereditary. I think before that I watched Us, the like body doppelganger movie. That one was freaky as well. Yeah. I don't do great with like uncanny horror as well. That shit's too freaky. What's the pickaxe at? 800 or like 55% maybe of the way through this pickaxe. And yeah, I've also been thinking a little bit about um, potential ideas, like when I'm walking like around, um, and I'm not actively working on my other games. I find myself always trying to think of new ideas to make games of. But I gotta get into the habit of writing it down more. Because right now I'm like, I think of something like, I think, oh, that could be cool, and then I immediately forget. Like, I think about it for the day, and then after I wake up, I like forget about it for the whole next day. That's not great because I'm sure I've lost a few good ideas that way. So maybe I should like note it down on my phone or something whenever um such an idea comes up. Maybe I get the nah, I shouldn't. I was saying the like AI note transcriber that I forget who was um who was being sponsored by to advertise it, or I see ads of it, I guess. Um, it's really just like like a voice transcription tool um inside like a little card form factor that you can carry around with you. Um, it's a pretty cool idea. All right. Mhm. All right. Let's just take straight, not straight down, but well, he's straight down, but like not fully straight down, somewhat straight down on this side, all the way down to the layer that we need to. Set of torches. All right, let's see. Turn back on the placement. All right. We're still uncovering the cactus ears. I think this is it? There might be more. Is this just all? Oh. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out. Is this the chunka line? This is the chunka line right here. Okay. How many blocks between these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10. Yeah. Okay. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. B. The same distance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be the 8th. There we go. Um, let's just say this line here. So if this right here is the bottom of the cactus farm, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see if we drag this up. Oh, can't really see. Is there a way to turn off air colors? Or maybe? Uh, Maybe if I go to like placement configure. Nope. Rendering, no. Configure. Ignore entities, but that's not what I want to do. I think the only strategy is to drag it out. Okay. This is at, if I stand here, I should be able to clear all of this. So this needs to go down lower. And then maybe one lower. Right. Just make sure ensure so the entire machine is going to be below me. And that means the collection area will low-key be, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the area is gonna be. All right, let's move this back in. Is this aligned to the corner? It is. Okay. And back down. Wait. I have to check how far down I have to actually mine. Okay. Well, get out here fully. What is all this blank space underneath it? Get all the way up here, I guess. Okay. So, I technically don't need all this space, but I should. I mean, I could just have it be empty, but okay. Um. Hmm. 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 What a dilemma. I'll just mine it out. It's okay. We have to go down all the way. Alrighty then. Medic placements, move to player. We go back up to here. Now, we need to make sure that the redstone is below this height. And then we can move it back in. All right. Static placements, configure. All right, there we go. Now we need to mine all the way down. Let's go to bed. Turn this off. I think we're gonna mine this hole down to where we need to, and then call it a day. How much deeper? Go this down. Not that far. All right, and there we go. We have some leftover cobblestone, but yeah, it's whatever. All right. Let's set up the torches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and that's the bottom. Right. You can turn this off now. I'll quickly take the screenshot. I think I'm gonna do this. Shut up. Maybe something like this instead. Like this, right? That'll be the thumbnail. We're gonna climb up with scaffolding and then outro here. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. We're gonna start next episode off by dropping all this off and mining out the rest of this area. And with that, I think that'll be it for today. If you have any suggestions, comments, or suggestions, then feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'll take a look at those and answer them next episode. Or the episode after that if I forget. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.